and he couldn't. Nigeria was, like you said, Nigerian. Some people call Nigeria a graveyard of dreams because there are no systems to help you make your dreams come true.
Mhm.
And unfortunately, or fortunately or unfortunately, of course, he has a blue passport. He came back and got back on his grind and started making his money.
Yeah, yeah.
Today, you see people celebrating Nigeria, and what they're celebrating is nothing other than Afro beats.
I know Afrobeats is pretty loud, but go ahead, continue, continue.
No, I mean, that's all we got.
Yeah, it really is all we got.
That's what's keeping people from losing their minds and really, the arts is what's keeping the arts and church is what's keeping Nigerians at bay, that they are accepting the system and what it is. But will Nigeria get better? I pray it does. Right
Well,
now,
yeah,
that
I
system.
feel where you're coming from because I pray Nigeria does get better. Do I believe it will? So I put like this. I stopped caring about that because I don't live there. So it's like not really a big problem for me. And then I still cared a little bit because my parents still lived in Nigeria because my parents moved back, right? And they're living in Nigeria. So I still had to care a little bit because whatever happens in Nigeria can affect my parents. But they themselves got fed up and were like, you know what? We're American citizens,
So even your parents could not handle it.
bro, they came back. Bro, they came because when they first left, my dad was doing, "Oh, I'm an Igbo man. I want to go and be with my people. And Nigeria is where I'm from. Then I'm a big man in Nigeria." Went back. They moved back in 2017. It was 2017, 18, 19, 20, 21. They came back this year, January this year, because they were like, "Yeah, this is bullshit. What am I doing dealing with this, bro?"
Before, like with our parents' generation, it used to be that the idea is to work in America and retire in Nigeria.
That's what
But
my dad was trying to do.
and my dad, till now, he will spend 8 months in America, 4 months in Nigeria. But even that 4 months now, his health will not even allow him to really stay there for that long because the healthcare system is so bad. And so he finds himself having to readjust, how he travels. And it's really unfortunate because even the oldies, our elders that normally they're used to the grind, they're used to how terrible that place is. Being outside makes you less patient for the struggles that you see there.
Yeah, if you've been in America for too long, when you go back to Nigeria, you will experience cultural shock. Like,
Absolutely.
man, I have, bro, it's crazy.
My dad can handle it. It's just if the hospitals and the healthcare system was good, he would have stayed there a lot longer. He would have just only spent literally like 4 months here in America and 8 months in Nigeria. That was his normal,
Hmm.
movements. But now the healthcare system is so bad that things you can't even trust doctors. You can't trust their exams. You just can't trust anything. And I just wish Nigeria could just INEC. Electoral reform is the thing that would change Nigeria, but I don't even think that that would help because they're having a new generation being born under that system. It is making it normal. They're normalizing the corruption. They're normalizing the decay of government and its processes, and the class system is widening. There is no longer a middle class in Nigeria. So we grew up with that middle class. I grew up in that middle class. Now I just feel like it's no longer there.
You
And
know,
I'm
it's
not
funny in
saying that for
Nigeria.
Nigeria.
In Nigeria, you have like okay, it's really four classes, right? But in those four, it's two classes, but those two classes have subdivisions. So you're either like in the upper lower class, right? Or
What do you
you're
mean by upper lower class?
so it's like we have rich and poor, right? There's rich and there's poor. So it's either you're at the top of the poor, right? Or you're at the bottom of the rich. That's really where our middle class is.
Wow. When you put it that way.
Because growing up in Nigeria in Port Harcourt, right?
Yeah.
In my school, there are people where that was really the demographic. You're either like of the richest of the poor or you're the poorest of the rich. That was what my school comprised of. Like that's where it was.
I pray for Nigeria. And speaking of Nigeria and travels to Nigeria, Real Housewife of Atlanta, Portia Williams, her ex, Simon Guabadier, withdrew his name from her visa.